Yeah, two. Come on. Episode two, baby. Episode two.
Season
I
two,
like it.
episode two.
I like it. I like how we just jump right into it. This is good.
Authentic. That's the one thing about the Easy Convo. We're the most authentic platforms out there right now.
Yeah, one of. We're one of the platforms for sure. I love it.
Hmm.
How did you, am I not mistaken, but is that watermark always there?
I don't know.
I feel like, is that like usually there or am I like,
I don't
no,
honestly don't remember.
I don't know, man. How we doing though, man? Been a couple days. Haven't really talked to you in a couple days, I feel like. What's been going on?
Not much, man. I thought I had class starting Monday, but I don't gotta go back to Topeka till Thursday now. So,
Okay. How many classes are you in for the day to day, like in person?
well, I'll have like two or three a day, but five classes total. I'm doing like a little like intercession course. That's a week long. So
What's
yeah,
that? What's an
just like a
intersection
week long.
course?
Yeah, it's just a week long course for like a credit.
Hmm.
It's like six to nine every night. So it's
Okay.
not too bad. What
Well, that
about you?
sounds
What you
good.
got going?
Just got back from a family vacation. Went out to Branson, Missouri. Went out there with the fam. Ate a lot of good food. Played a lot of cards. Just hung out. You ever go on vacation? You feel like you're off for like 2 days, and you get back to your regular routine, and you're just like, "Fuck, what am I doing?" You know.
Was Branson a good time though?
Yeah, yeah, it was a good time. It was calm. Back to it though. Got 2 more weeks of just putting my body through, exhaustion period before we
Do
go
they
into
have
like
a preseason or
September.
is it just show up when you hoop?
Nah, so we got it's like September 1st through like early October. It's just that whole month of September is like our preseason. We'll play some friendly matches or whatever, and then October we'll start, just hooping.
That's tough.
Yeah, it'll be fun, man. It'll be a fun time.
That'd be dope. I was talking. Will you be there over winter break?
I believe so. It
Maybe
depends,
I'll
but I
come out.
believe.
I'll make a trip out to
That's how you
Europe.
feeling?
We'll see. Maybe I'll stop by. I'll make a stop by each one of the fellas.
There you go. That'd be tough.
Yeah, I think that'd be sick.
That would be pretty cool. If you can swing that, go ahead. You get that extended break.
I know, and I feel like it's just getting to Europe would be the most expensive, but once I'm there, I feel like it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's a little over a band to get there, but when you get there, it's pretty cheap to move around from my understanding. But I haven't been there. I've been there enough or at all to really know. So, but from word of mouth. Are
That's
we
dope.
getting uh, are we getting Hannah in here?
Yeah, he's got the link. He's gonna join up.
Yeah, real quick before we get Jacob Hannah on the pod, just want to give a major shout out to our partner at Class 1%. Yeah, if you have
I don't
it,
got
if
class
you
one on
have
right
it,
now.
you said
But
what?
if I did, I don't got class one right now. But if I did, I'd be popping it on the pod.
For sure. If you have it, make sure you shop Class 1%. Use code EZ for 20% off of your purchase at the checkout. Obviously, Class 1% representing the top 1% of not only athletes, but just people in their professional spaces, representing people who show discipline, hard work, resilience, and all of those great things. So make sure you shop Class 1%. Use code EZ at the checkout.
If you're listening, are you the top one?
Are you the top
Are
one?
you the top 1%?
Are you in that 2%? Are you in the
Be close.
2%?
If you're 2%, don't get it.
Looking
Nah, I'm
out.
playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. The hoodies are nice, super
Yeah,
comfortable.
they are.
Um, they got a lot more stuff coming out, like beyond just hoodies.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil their drop if somebody sees this, but
Yeah, they got some good stuff though coming. It looks like. It
yeah,
sounds like.
some more versatility they're adding to their what do you say, their cart, I guess,
Uh, yeah.
to their website, to their
To
page.
their What's the word? What's the word?
Repertoire.
Yeah, repertoire, repertoire,
Repertoire. Fuck, I just hit my hand on the table.
repertoire.
Oh yeah, they're adding some to their game.
Uh, Jay,
Yo,
What's up,
yo,
what's
Jacob?
good? How y'all boys feeling, man?
my
Feeling
bro,
good,
this whole
feeling
time,
good.
so I sent it. I have another Jacob in my contacts.
Yeah,
So I was texting to this other Jacob the whole time, like sending him the link and all of that. And we've just been on here sitting for like
just
30
chilling.
this yeah, we've been talking for like
Good to
30
see the
minutes now. We
sign.
were just
My bad, bro. My bad, bro.
no, no, no,
Bro, cause
that's not you, bro. I sent it to the wrong number.
hey, we
But
gotta figure it out though.
yeah, no, we're good. Sorry about that. But
Straight, straight.
we just been chopping
Jacob,
it up.
appreciate you joining us though, bro. After even,
Yeah, man, for sure, bro. Y'all been doing y'all thing too, bro. A lot of different guests.
yes, sir.
Yeah, bro, it's been fun. It's really just for the love of the game, you know? You just be on here just
Chopping it, bro.
man, just chopping it up, shooting the shit with the boys.
Yeah, it was good though.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
cool.
Man, Zayd, I'm gonna continue my question. I'm gonna open it up to Jacob now that he's finally joined up with us. Ennis Cantor applied for the WNBA. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
Okay. I mean, we can, bro. I think it's interesting, bro, because I don't think he's gonna play, but it kind of puts the pressure on the WNBA, you know what I'm saying, to kind of make a rule, you know what I'm saying? Either they can just deny him or they can make a rule like this is the only people we're allowing in the league. So from that standpoint, it can be good from in this candor standpoint, just like, bro, what are we doing here? Like,
Was he? He's
it.
just trolling, bro.
yeah, he is a
I
big
don't
troll.
I don't want to say it's even a troll. I think he's trying to make a kind of like you said, Jacob, like a social. He's trying to ruffle some feathers socially for sure with this move,
Yeah,
and
I'm trying to make a point.
100%, 100%. It was an interesting move. Though. I seen it on my feed all weekend, and I was just like, man, this is now
Yeah, I was talking about it with my parents.
he's got a couple of different former NBA guys joining up to trying to
hmm
apply. So
That's funny.
I mean, it wouldn't be fair, bro. He would probably have 150, bro. Like, it's just not same. It's not the same, bro. It's not the same at all.
Yeah,
I don't
nice.
know. I don't know. I feel like a couple of WNBA players could get off on, bro. You know, they
Yeah.
give him a little buck or two.
Yeah, maybe, bro. But the size, bro, he got to be like 6'10", bro. Angel Reese like 6'4".
Yeah,
Like,
Bro, 6'10" with a different kind of motive.
yeah,
exactly, exactly. He ain't played in a while though. Maybe that's it. He gonna be looking Mario up there.
that's funny. You just get back in town, Jacob?
Yeah, bro. I was in Oregon for my little brother, bro. He had a under 20 world championship track.
Oh, that's
Okay.
dope. Was he with doing stuff with like the Bahamas national team? Was that what this was? I saw like he had the Bahamas thing.
Yeah,
That's
like me and him, we both represent the Bahamas because like my dad is from the Bahamas. So
oh,
yeah, he was jumping with the Bahamas team,
That's dope.
nice.
representing the Bahamas.
Did your dad grow up there? And then
Yeah, and my dad born and raised in the Bahamas.
nice.
He came to the U.S. To run track. Actually, he was supposed to go to Boise State, but then some paperwork got messed up. He ended up having to go to Independence Community College, and then shoot, that's where his story in the U.S. began. Kind of met my mom, ran
Yeah,
track in
nice.
Missouri State after that.
I didn't realize that. That's actually dope.
So
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
mom's originally from the States and your dad's from the Bahamas.
Yeah, my mom originally from Wichita, Kansas, and then my dad from the Bahamas. Yeah.
Huh.
They got you.
That's interesting.
Yep.
So track's
Some
been in the
people.
family. Track's been in the family.
Yeah, bro. And track is real big in the Bahamas, bro. It's one of the bigger sports, I would say there.
Really?
Bigger than in the U.S. for sure.
Did you
Yeah.
represent the Bahamas for basketball or for track? My apologies.
No, I never ran track for the Bahamas, but I represented them for basketball. I was played on their senior national team this February, I think it was, and I'm gonna go play with them actually in a couple weeks down in South America, so in Chile, Uruguay, and then actually in the Bahamas.
Damn. That's actually sick, bro.
Yeah,
It's
I'm lit, bro.
I was
it's
gonna say
crazy like
how
high
long
school
will you be out there?
basketball.
How long will that tenure last?
So okay, I'm supposed to get there August 19th, and I'm gonna be there until September 1st, and then after September 1st, I go to Spain to start playing.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's crazy, bro. You're getting to kind of travel like all over just through basketball.
I know, bro.
Go
I
see
mean,
the world.
it's lit too, bro. This team got like Buddy Hill, TheEZConvo, DeAndre Ayton, Eric Gordon, bro. So I'm gonna try to learn as much as I can from those guys for sure, bro. For sure,
Damn, yeah, that's right. I didn't even. You are, yeah. I forgot about that. The Bahamas is pretty stacked.
bro.
bro.
Yeah, they got
They almost made the Olympics last time.
really.
Did
Yeah, they got a.
am I not mistaken? But didn't Klay Thompson play for the Bahamas a couple years back?
I don't know if he ever played. I know he was like working out with the team. He has like a deal with Anta, the company in the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? Get some of their gear through Anta also. So I know he's like a big deal with the Bahamas. I'm pretty sure he helps. You know what I'm saying? His brother is one of the coaches, I believe. So yeah, his dad, as Clay Thompson's dad, is from the Bahamas. So
Mm. Yeah, Jacob. Obviously, you got the chance to go to school with Zayd and a lot of those Washburn guys. We didn't get to go to school together, so I get to
yeah,
see kind of from the not from the outside, but I get to see the support your family brings and stuff like that. Obviously, going and watching JHX basketball play and seeing hearing a little bit from some of those guys over at Truman about your game and stuff like that. But
yeah.
from a family perspective, like how do you think your dad and your brother, like how do you think that relationship is being built, being able that you're able to represent the Bahamas and your brother being
Mhm.
able to represent the Bahamas for track? Like how's that building in your guys' relationship there?
I mean, it's big time because my dad, he's from the Bahamas. He left when he was 19. Both of his parents, are passed away. So this is kind of like our legacy, kind of his legacy also. And then he has a lot of friends that are either deal with sports or coaching sports down in the Bahamas. So they can help us out through some connections. But this is just, I mean, it's a great chance to what I'm saying, for him to support us, but also for us to live out our dreams also. I mean, the Bahamas is it's kind of far away from, Kansas, but at the same time, like I kind of grew up, eating Bahamian food, like learning a lot about the culture. So I would consider myself Bahamian and American. I'm a citizen of the Bahamas, so I'm kind of putting on for my country also. So, I mean, it makes me really proud to be able to, to put on for the country and also inspire the next generation of kids because I think the sports in the Bahamas has really been growing in the last couple of years.
100%.
Oh yeah, sounds like you got some real athletes coming out of the Bahamas. I mean,
I'm saying, bro. I'm talking VJ up next too, man. VJ is different from what I hear. I can't wait to see it up close in person, but that guy's a dog,
yeah, no, he's that 76ers team is gonna be tough.
bro. I hope they can win, bro. I hope they can win, bro.
They're
We'll
gonna be
see.
tough.
I'm a big Braun fan.
You are?
I
Yeah, 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 I know.
I've heard stories of VJ's work in person and um just from what I've heard his motor and the way he approaches the game day after day,
Hmm.
um, is what makes him the player that he is. I wanted to ask you too about that, Jacob. Like, Zayd and I were talking a little bit before you were able to join us, and like
Hmm.
we brung a lot of high praise to the way that you approach the game and like the energy you play with, the motor that you have, like day to
Hmm.
day. Like, where does that come from? Like, where do you get this? Like, all right, I'm gonna play hard regardless of the situation kind of attitude.
I mean, I haven't always played with it. I mean, I think I was kind of coached into it kind of in high school also, and then in college I kind of just want to continue that because that's what really got me on the floor at first. It's going to continue to keep me on the floor. People know me as a good defender, so I mean, I have to be high energy, communicator on the court at all times because that's one of my roles on the court. But also, I think I have my best games whenever in tune with making hustle plays, over communicating, talking. You know what I'm saying? I think I have my best games whenever I'm like that, really in tune into the game. So I think that I try to bring that to every game, just so I can get the most out of what I can bring to the table. And also, I mean, I feel like I only get one shot at at all these games. You only get one shot at things, so I just try to just always give it my 100%.
Definitely.
It makes it fun too, I feel like. It makes
Yeah.
the game a lot more
Exactly.
fun when you just play with energy, talk shit,
Yeah.
play hard. It makes the game more fun.
Bro, the chirping gets me going, bro. Because like whenever we were playing some of the games in the TBT, like I wasn't going into the game like I'm gonna talk trash, but and then people start saying stuff, and then I'm not just one to take it. I think it gets me going. So yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, no,
Definitely. It makes you
that's
kind of have to like show up to that moment, and like
Exactly.
if somebody's talking crazy to you, you can't just be like, all right, like take it for what it is and just keep it pushing. But like you got to show up for the moment.
Exactly, exactly, and especially some of these games where in playing in Spain, like that's my career. Playing for the Bahamas, that's my country. Playing for JHX hoops, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people I know are watching the game, so I always want to show up and but a show on for whoever's watching.
Definitely. I think it's a good time. We didn't really give you a formal introduction, but we kind of were just chopping, like went straight into chopping it up. But for
Yeah.
everyone listening, this was an old teammate of mine, Jacob Hanna, obviously. Uh, I'm kind of interested to hear more of like your story, before
Hmm.
Washburn. Obviously, I knew you at Washburn, but you were there only a year, so I think this will be a fun conversation for me to kind of hear about that stuff and stuff you got going forward. But
Hmm.
yeah, you got Jacob Hanna today, dog on the court. Uh, yeah, man, just doing big things ahead.
So how far back you want me to go?
I mean,
We're
just
gonna,
start
we're
from the beginning, bro. Just start,
gonna
obviously you said you were born and raised in Wichita, Kansas.
Okay,
Glad you're in
okay.
track, but kind of just talk about, growing up in Wichita, kind of
Hmm.
some dudes you grew up around in the city and kind of how your basketball journey started.
Yeah, bro. So I started playing basketball real late. I remember, I think it was fifth grade. Yeah, fifth grade. My grandpa had actually passed away, and my family was all getting together, like what I'm saying, spending time together, coming in town, for the funeral. And I remember that March Madness was on TV, and I can remember like how everyone was getting excited for the games and loving to watch the games. So I think that was like when I first started like watching basketball. And then I remember, because I didn't really grow up in like a lot too much like money or whatever, or I didn't think I did. So I remember I was scared to ask my parents to start playing basketball. So I remember I went on there, knocked on their door, and was like, "Can y'all sign me up to play some basketball, or whatever?" And they said, "Yeah, yeah." Yeah." They were happy, I think. And so from then, man, I mean, I was always athletic. I always was like a good defender, always could get to the rim, always was good like dribbling and stuff. But I think that what really I just put a lot of time into it from the time from fifth grade until a senior in high school. I think I really learned how to work in high school. I was really good friends with Kyle Grill, played at Fort Hayes. Now he's at Bradley. His older brother when I was younger in high school, Caleb Grill, he was also a big kind of mentor to me. Also, Brandel Studevant or Brandel Easter. He's also from Mays. And then I played with guys from all over Wichita, like Andover. Jack Johnson was a great player. Parker Scott, he's from Mays South. I had a lot of battles with those guys, and then we ended up kind of going on the same team for AAU. So yeah, I think I know a lot of people around the city from Wichita, even outside the city, like you guys, also from Kansas City.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
see. I'm glad you said that last part there, Jacob. Guys from Kansas City,
for sure.
guy like Zayd being on the Kansas side of things. Um,
Yeah.
you mentioned a lot of these names and a lot of these players, like Caleb Grill, those types of guys. Like, did did growing up that competitive fuel? I'm trying to think of the best way to ask this question. When you look over to
Hmm.
the Missouri side, or you look over to some of these other players in Kansas growing up, did that fuel ever start to become like more about okay, like these are good players to like okay, I want to be better than these guys. I want to take my game to the next level from obviously in
Hmm.
fifth grade you're just joining, you're like, man, I want to have some fun doing this. Like when did that like
Yeah.
I'm asking when did that competitive fuel start to really start driving some of the gears behind the way you play the game and things like that?
Oh, so okay. So I think first, I got a big family. I have like five siblings. So first of all, and I'm the second youngest. So first, it was definitely with my siblings. My brother, he was older than me, so I couldn't really beat him at first. Anytime that we played 1-on-one, it probably ended up in a fight because I was mad I lost. So I think that the competitiveness probably started early, like within my family, and then as I started to get better, like I always thought I was under recruited. So I mean that was part of it also, just trying to make a name for myself, trying to make it to. I was trying to get my college paid for at the end of the day. Like that's really what it started as. And then when I was in college, like I kind of met his name is Chris Hamill, he's from Chicago area. He was talking about going pro, playing overseas, what it's gonna take. And I think when I was a freshman in college, that's when that dream first started for me. So yeah, but I think I really, I mean, in terms of competitive nature, I was always kind of competitive within my family, and I think that is I just took it with me. I was competitive in the classroom also. I always was trying to get straight A's in high school. In college was a little more difficult with basketball, but I've always been competitive, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Who
that's a good trait to have. Like, my bad for cutting you off, Zay, but like that's just a good
go
trait. I feel like it kind of transfers over from. obviously athletics to like the classroom or
For
translation
sure.
to like just in life, like just being a competitor and not only not in a way of like you want to show someone up, but just like wanting the best for yourself out of any situation.
Hmm.
Like, yeah. But
Oh,
go
yeah, I
ahead,
was
Jay.
about to say, you mentioned your brother. Who's
Yeah.
I've seen your brother at the the Washburn elite camps. I see him doing his thing
Yeah.
high jump. He's got
Got
some
some hops,
bounce.
man.
Got some
He got some
bounce.
hops.
Some
Yeah.
hops. Who's who's winning a dunk contest between you and your brother?
Bro, a lot of people ask me this question, and I'm gonna say I say the same thing every time. He's gonna say him, I'm gonna say me. Like I'm not gonna say him
Mm.
ever. Like I don't know if it's the truth or not, but I think I'm taking him down in whatever competition. We can line it up and see, but you know I'm gonna say myself.
That's fair.
You have to. I mean, you're the
Yeah, I,
big
I
brother.
feel like
You
you
can't
have
That's
to.
what
say
I'm
But
saying,
like,
bro. Big
you
you
bro.
can't
say
say
anything otherwise.
His head is already big enough.
facts. Did you do did you do high jump in high school?
Yeah, bro. I was my senior year, bro. I won high jump state, and then I won 300 hurdle state, and then
Damn.
in college I won the GLVC my junior year high jump.
Oh,
But
you
I
did?
wasn't jumping. Yeah, I wasn't jumping quite as high as my little brother.
Yeah, no, he's got some
Yeah,
bounce.
yeah,
He's
he kind of he got me there. He got me there,
but also with like high jump too, there's like a flexibility standpoint too of like be able to get over the pole and there's a
yeah,
technique to it too as well as the
bro.
balance part.
Very technical from the way you run up to your mentality to what I'm saying, like you say in the air, how you can move your body, bro. It's very technical, very mental too, bro. You can get in your head. You know what I'm saying if you miss a bar or something. So yeah, it's more that goes into it, I would say, than it looks.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I can see that. Especially like even if you like timing when you jump too. I feel like that'd make a big
Yeah.
difference.
Hmm.
Um, who did you play AAU with in Wichita? I don't think I've. Were you with like the
Okay.
players or one of those teams out there? Or
Nah, bro. Growing up, I wasn't with the players. I was sure I played. Okay, I played YMCA, and then I kind of moved to like I don't even know, like a YMCA team where we was better. And then like we ended up kind of like playing that YMCA and we moved AAU. And then I started playing for next level. It's
okay,
like it
yeah.
was like yeah, so I played for next level shoot pretty much from maybe like seventh grade on. And
Hmm.
then Buddy Healed, his team had like bought out kind of like the senior program. So my senior season I played for Buddy Buckets,
Yeah, yeah.
Kansas. And then yeah, after that I go to Illinois.
Buddy
But
Bucket.
hey, we was cold my senior year. Buddy Buckets, we was cold.
That's kind of
Okay.
sick. I mean, what's the chances Buddy Bucket's playing for them? That's a Bahamas guy, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, he went to high school at Sunrise in Wichita,
Okay,
so I think that's where that connection kind of came in play.
that's sick.
Did
Yeah,
you play with what's my man's name? Sean. Uh,
Sean Warrior.
yeah, is that who it is?
Yeah, we never played on the same team, but we played against each other in high school. He
Okay.
went to man high school, bro. Maze, we had a bunch of rivals, bro. He went to one of our rivals in high school, and then I played against him a lot. He played for one of the players' teams. He played with Max Alexander. He played with Alex Littlejohn. He played with Tanner Mans, used to play at Pitt State, bro. So they had a good squad over there too. That was kind of one of the teams we was kind of going back and forth with. I would say like kind of my senior year,
Okay. Okay.
AAU at least.
Didn't we play?
When
We
did
played him
how
my
about Jay?
junior year, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah, he played at Sioux Falls. We
Yeah,
played him in the first game of the year.
yeah, that was right.
Yeah,
When you look at your recruitment coming out of high school, obviously playing for Buddy Buckets.
yeah.
When you look at your recruitment for basketball and for track, how did that kind of lay of the land look like for you?
Okay, so I started getting offers like in probably in the summer like I think senior year, but they were kind of like lower, like NAI. Nothing wrong against it, but I wasn't really looking to play NAI. And then I got I think kind of like during football season, that's when it really started picking up. I started getting like Division II basketball offers. I went on my visit to Illinois Springfield. I got a Division I football offer. I started getting offers for track also. And then when I went on my visit to Illinois Springfield, they were like they gave me a deadline to decide. And at that point in Kansas, they were, if you guys remember, they were like, yeah, we don't even know if we're gonna have a basketball season. So then I was like,
I remember that.
do I want to risk it? You know what I'm saying? Maybe we don't have no games, XYZ. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a decision. This is what I wanted. Again, my school paid for it, Division II, decent conference, GLVC. So I was, you know what? I'm gonna go to Illinois Springfield. So that's where that decision came from. Even though it was far from home, man, like 7.5 hours, 7 hour drive from my house, it was still was
UIS is
a
up
good opportunity.
That's
Yeah.
dope. You had a Division 1 football offer too. I did not know that.
Yeah, bro. Could have went to Bryant University,
Okay,
Rhode Island. Bro, I feel like my recruiting was starting to heat up. K State, they had like offered me preferred walk on, but like I said, I want to get my school paid for, so I didn't really want to do that. So yeah, I mean, I had some different options, but I knew I wanted to play basketball. I knew that's where my love was for the game. I love basketball, love playing it, love working out. So yeah.
definitely.
going in, going into your first year at UIS playing in the GLVC. You know,
Hmm.
GLVC, people understand. Thing about
It's tough, bro.
GLVC,
Physical, bro.
the thing about the GLVC, and I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you really get into the difference because you've seen it, especially being a top guy at both levels. But
Hmm.
the thing about the GLVC is you're not gonna see a ton of. You'll see a lot of good teams, but you're gonna see some dudes. Like you're just gonna
Yeah,
see one dude that's like, bro, he is
he's
so
nice.
cold. And I'm gonna let you get into it for sure. But coming into your first year, what was some of the biggest learning curves kind of adjusting to just the college lifestyle, obviously being an athlete, but being going into the classroom, dining hall, just general curves from being you're 7 hours away from home. Like,
Hmm.
what about some of those learning curves that you kind of went through your first year in college?
I think definitely the hardest part was just being away from home. Like I said, I have a big family, so I was close to my family, and so it was difficult for me personally not to see them. I remember it was like the last weekend possible to go home. I had a flight booked to go to Wichita, and like the connecting flights like you know what I'm saying didn't end up working out, and I was just crushed, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, didn't get to go home, couldn't see my family, and so that really did hurt. I see from in terms of like dining hall and stuff. I mean, it was cool. I mean, I think we had a good team, man. We had a good group of guys. I can't really complain too much about that. Like we were pretty close, even though we kind of like two groups on the team. You know, sometimes the teams would be split. Like I feel like we had a good kind of camaraderie on the team. I feel like on the court, I mean, I've always been a worker, but I think I had to work on kind of my ball handling for sure, my shooting for sure, my body for sure, man. I was skinny, man, coming out of high school. So I think one thing for me was like, yeah, I had fun in college. I had a lot of fun, but one of the things was like, let's say we went out on Saturday. It's Sunday morning. I would always go in the gym Sunday, just to do stuff because I knew no one on the team was doing anything. So I would always try to like find times, extra times where I could get in the gym. You know what I'm saying, to get better. So that was one of the things that I took from Illinois my freshman year, and I think that really helped me improve throughout the years was putting in extra time. Like I remember at Washburn, if I had a class at 9 and a class at 11, in the hour between, I would go watch some film or I would go get up some shots. So I always been trying to find extra time to put the work in. And I think that started at Illinois Springfield, seeing that I was behind the curve. But I will say, bro, one thing at Illinois, bro. So I played like the first couple exhibitions, bro, against like D1s, and then whenever the first games of the season started, I didn't play. I think they were trying to redshirt me, and then Christmas break happened, and literally the whole team had COVID besides like four of us. So then, like, I was the only one practicing, so I had to start like the next game. So that's really when I started playing was kind of because of COVID, bro. And then from then, I just kept getting more comfortable in the game. My freshman year, I was more of an energy guy. My sophomore year, started off as I literally started the season as a starting four, ended the season as like shooting guard, point guard.
You playing the
So
four?
yeah, bro,
You'll be
don't get me started.
surprised, Aid. You'll be surprised,
Don't get me started, bro.
Oh,
bro.
Yeah,
four is
I
crazy.
mean, we kind of played four guards, one true big, and like anytime the ball went into the post, always the cutter to the short corner. So that's why I say he had me playing the four.
If I'm familiar with who the big was, true big is an understatement. You play with Jack Weber, right?
Yeah, bro, Jack, hefty lefty,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Bro, I hear stories about this guy. They
Yeah,
to put a face to the name. Think Joey Sirocco.
Okay, yeah,
Think
yeah.
think Sirocco. And I mean, from what these guys tell me, this dude's catching it, passing it behind his head, throwing behind the back passes, zip line from corner to corner, and they're oh man. But
hey, great passer off the post though. He was, and he's shooting that left hand hook. He's shooting the left hand hook.
you talk about obviously the the transitions of your role each year to year at UIS, and this is obviously each year you learn something new. You learn something new about your team, learn something
Hmm.
new about your game. Obviously, taking a step now into the transfer portal. You're moving. You're about to move to a new school. What went into this process, and then obviously taking a much bigger role at your final destination of Washburn University. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so my junior year at Illinois Springfield, I averaged like 16 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Like rebounds, assists, was all defensive team, I believe. So I mean, I had a really good year, and some stuff going on behind the scenes, and it was definitely time for me to leave, time for me to go to a different school. Kind of made that decision with my family, and I was trying to go Division 1. I mean, I had some different offers, some different schools I was talking to, but I mean, I'm the type of guy I want to go where I'm wanted. When I went to Washburn, I felt like I was wanted. I mean, Coach Ballard, hopefully, you know what I'm saying. I think he's gonna recover. Had a bad crash, but I mean, he's a great guy. I think that's one of the reasons I went to Washburn is because Ballard, man, he kind of sold me on the family, the program, the support, and I told him that I wanted to go play professional, and he said, I think I can help you. So I kind of crossed off all the boxes for me. And also, if I was going to go play professional, I wanted to be, closer to home from the 7 hours away, so my family could come see me play. I could kind of be with my family before I made that next transition. So I think for me, man, Washburn was a great choice. When I went on my visit, I kind of asked my parents what they thought, and they were like, "Yeah, you got to go here. Yeah, you got to go here." So I mean, and I was able to get my degree, man. And just 1 year, I went on a visit to another school, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know." So it was a good decision for me for sure to go to Washburn.
Huge,
And we had a heck of a year.
Hell yeah.
huge move, Jacob.
Huge, huge, huge.
The thing about Washburn, I think, is like underrated. Like when they bring someone like on campus and like bring these recruits in, like Washburn's campus is nice. Like they put a
Yeah,
lot of money in the athletics, bro. Like their facilities are good, everything. Like I don't know if you kind of felt the same when you first got. That was kind of like what you felt when you got on campus, but like
very nice, very nice. And bro, you can tell that it's like structured, bro. Like from the AD all the way down. Like, I mean, they take care of the athletes. Um, I mean, yeah, there was someone gonna say, but it's whatever.
yeah, no, and they take extra good. They would take extra good care of the Hoopers. We can,
Yeah, bro, yeah.
they would take extra good care of us. We
Bro, and bro, we had Lee Arena rocking out that last year,
oh
man.
my
Lee
gosh.
Arena.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's funny, bro. I remember it was like in the spring, like they were like having like transfers come in to like do like
Hmm.
pickup and stuff. I just remember them talking about like, yeah, there's this Jacob Hanna dude. It was Jordan because Jordan was talking about you because he's from which obviously Jordan. Shout out Jordan Vincent,
Yeah.
he's
Uh-huh.
a big
Uh-huh.
shot prod too. Um, but yeah, they were like talking about. They're like, oh yeah, there's this Jacob Hanna dude. This is who we want. This is like our number one guy. This is who we want to have come in. He'd fit really well into like
It's
how
crazy.
how Washburn runs and like our offense, our defense. Like
Hmm.
it's funny. Like I remember like hearing about you right before you came, and then
Let me see what happens.
yeah, now we're here.
Bro, the crazy thing is I forgot to mention, bro. Jordan was on that same Buddy Buckets team with me, bro.
Was he really? Jordan? I
Yeah,
didn't
Yes.
realize that.
Yes.
that's
So
that.
from back then, teammates, bro.
Buddy
Jordan's
Yep.
was a hell of a
is
player.
Jordan a is Jordan your age? He's only a year
Nah,
older.
yeah, he's 1 year older, 1 year older.
Oh, okay. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I remember I played against him my junior year too. Don't let him tell the story. He thinks that, oh my goodness, no, it was a good game. I had some good little defensive plays on Jordan too, but they ended up getting the win. So it is what it is. I can't talk too much trash about that game.
Talk
Jordan,
about a elite high school guy.
yeah,
Jordan, Jordan.
yeah. That's what I'm over here whispering to myself, like, bro, this was nasty, bro.
Nah, he was nice. Hey, if you let him tell, he still is, man. He be always 1v1 in the freshman.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Nah, Jordan's a real hooper, and I think he's gonna do good coaching also, man. You can tell the amount of time and effort and focus he puts into it, man. He's gonna be great.
Jordan's one of those guys, like even when when he was playing, we kind of caught a glimpse of active Vincent for a while, and just being in and out, battling injuries, he did like that's very unfortunate. But like you can even hear just the mind of how he approaches the game and how he teaches
Hmm.
basketball. Like he's definitely somebody that can play both sides of the coin, if that makes sense. Being a player and being a
If
coach, and that kind of helps his approach to coaching, I would assume. But I want to ask you, Jacob. Obviously, you make the decision of going to Washburn. You guys having the year you had. We had Jack Batchelor on here, and he talked, a little bit about the year that you guys had. But just from your point of view, stepping into this role, being the I guess a phrase we always used when I was in high school was like an iceberg, right? And
okay,
10% of the iceberg sticks out above the water, but then you have the other 90% that's pushing the 10% out. And I think it's fair to say that, yourself or Jack, Coach Ballard, being that piece of the iceberg sticking out per se, that head of the snake for that Washburn team. That's fair to say, bro. That's fair to say it over here laughing. But that's
That's
fair
like
to
I
hey,
just like the freaking analogy. I like it.
hey, Zay, that's like the straw that stirs the drink from Coach Jones.
you
Uh-huh.
know. So being
Yeah.
being one of the heads of that monster of a team Washburn. Just talk about it. Talk about it.
I remember on my visit, I was like, man, these dudes got all these shooters, and I can get to the rim. So one, that's already gonna work. And then I remember we're kind of going through the workouts before the season, and I just remember like me and Jack, we were always partners in the weight room, and I'm like, bro, we're gonna be so good. He's like, yeah, we're gonna be so good, and like, kind of like we didn't even realize like how good we were, or kind of like what was like how like really what we were doing until after it was over. I don't think because in the moment, like Ballard, his coaching style, like he's very intense, like what I'm saying, very goal oriented. Like we were really pushing to be the best team in the country. And for a couple weeks we were ranked as the number one team in the country. But I think that team was as good as we were because of our daily habits. From the entire team, anyone in the gym, even Jace, Colton. I mean, everyone had to bring their A game every single day. That was demanded from the second you walk in the gym, from the warm up. And I think that's something that's very important with Ballard's style. And I think that he asked a lot of all the players. I mean, he just asked me to kind of lead by example. So every day I tried to be a dog, tried to be, a coach on the floor. And I mean, I hope I succeeded. I wish that, one of my biggest regrets is, losing in the final four. Not a really regret, but, I wish that things would have went differently. Of course, you're so close to that end goal and, you don't end up taking it home. But at the end of the day, man, that was an amazing year, man.
No, it really was, and I felt like the transition from like an outside perspective. It seemed like the transition for you like to be on Washburn seemed like for not too difficult. You seemed like to get
Yeah.
like you hit it off with the guys obviously immediately. You fit into the offense, the defense like really easily. So
Yeah.
like you fit right in from day one. You know what I mean?
I think it helped too that like most of the players on the team were really competitive. I remember in the summer, man, me and Shorter, when we were on opposite teams, bro, we would go at it, just like yelling, talking, playing. So I think it helped that we were so competitive, and then finally to get on the same team, I think that helped also. But I mean, me and Andrew, we had there's like the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association All Star Game, whatever, for the seniors every year. And I'd kind of known him from AAU. I played against him some in AAU. I played against him in that little All Star game, and so we had kind of had already had a relationship. So I think Andrew, Mr. Washburn, low key, he kind of helped
Yeah,
me. It kind of helped me also kind of transition. Mike also. I mean, everyone was just so nice on the team. It wasn't just like a basketball transition. Everyone helped me kind of point me in the right direction. So I mean, I'm really thankful for the whole team. Zayd, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for all you guys for helping me out, bro, because if you guys could have been, took it a completely different direction. So
yeah, no,
That's one
definitely. I
thing.
think I
That's
think the
one
leadership we had that year
underrated.
made a big. Oh, my bad.
I was just gonna say that's definitely one thing that's underrated about those guys over at Washburn, man. There's some good guys over there for sure.
for sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. I think it was from a leadership standpoint too. Like we had you, we had Mike, we had AO, like dudes that have been around college basketball. More, I'm sure there's a couple. Who else was senior that year? I'm trying to think.
You
Was
know,
it just
guys
you?
like
bro. Jake,
guys like
Like,
Shattuck.
yeah, I didn't
yeah,
want to forget anyone. I want to make sure I got everyone in there. But yeah, like all the seniors that year, like from a leadership standpoint, we did have.
hmm
I feel like even like the coaches didn't necessarily have to be on us as much. Like.
true, true.
Yeah,
I mean,
I feel like
Danielson,
everyone held each other pretty accountable. Yeah, but I feel like everyone, I feel like everyone held each other pretty accountable. Like the players were
hmm
all bought in, and I think
I
we had.
mean, I'll say also, bro. Like people talk about role players, bro, but everyone was elite in their role. Like Brady, he probably could be on a different team and play a different role. But bro, he crashed the glass hard every single time. Played hard on defense every single time. Communicated on defense. Shot threes. You know what I'm saying? Saying getting to the rim, playing his game, being aggressive, offense and defense, buying into the traps. We had Dylan, who I thought was maybe the best freshman in the country that year. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He could have been like, oh, this is my team. I want to shoot more, but no, playing his role. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a heck of a squad, bro.
That Clawson,
Yeah,
he can go.
bro.
He can go.
Shorter, man. Leading the country in made threes, bro. What?
Yeah, short
Yeah, no,
stick.
Yeah.
definitely.
Jacob, obviously, we could talk extensively about the run that you guys had at Washburn and just
Yeah.
the camaraderie. I think it's an embodiment of a program for sure, and you can look at that and be very happy about that time. You then after that you make this transition into professional career. This is something
Hmm.
you and Coach Ballard had talked about, like you said earlier. Just this being a goal of yours since being a freshman in college. You realize that okay, you can play now. You have the ability to play professionally. What does this landscape look like for you? Did you start receiving calls from agencies during the season? Was this something that happened kind of after the season?
Hmm.
What did that process start to look like for you as that Washburn tenure is kind of coming to an
I mean, during kind of like close to the end of the season, I started having conversations with agent in particular.
end?
His name is Oscar. He actually played at Pitt State. He's in the Hall of Fame at Pitt State, so he knows MIAA very well. He's been an agent in Spain for like 14 years. So I started building a relationship with him, and I feel like I trusted him enough. I wasn't even really focused on talking to any other agents or anything. I was very happy with, like I said, I feel like I could trust him. He wasn't telling me anything that I thought was a lie or, what I'm saying, I couldn't trust. So I feel like from building that relationship, we were kind of talking like I said, kind of like in the end of the season. And once the season had finally ended, then he kind of started walking me through like the steps of the paperwork and stuff. So he's very knowledgeable about the process. And what I'm saying, shout out to Oscar Gonzalez, man. He has been a great help for me in the beginning of my career.
Mm.
Shout out. What do you think like has been the biggest like transition going from college to now playing in Spain? Like, what is the Euro game? Do you think the Euro games look a lot different than the playing in the
I
U.S.?
think I think it's definitely different from college. I think I would say like the league I was in, I would say one is more physical. I would say two, like even like the moves they do, like they kind of have like the gather step thing over there. So like you have to be smart in the way you manipulate the ball. They're very so like a lot of moves that Americans tend to make. Jab step, dribble, you know what I'm saying? They call travels what I'm saying, more tight on certain moves. So there's little kind of different nuances you have to change. There's different rules like once the ball hits the rim, you can play the ball off the rim. So you want to kind of try to swish your shots. You don't want to have to hit the rim and bang, bang, bang. Someone might come and knock it off. So, there's definitely some little differences. Like I said, the physicality, the referees. And also, I mean, I feel like in the MIAA, we played 2 games a week. In Spain, I only played 1 game a week for the most part. During the beginning of the season, we had two, but for the majority of the year, only 1 game per week. And I think for me, that was a little bit of an adjustment because I mean, you kind of focusing the whole week for 1 game. It's like this is kind of like your Super Bowl every single week. I kind of enjoyed in the MIAA. You might play on Thursday, might play on Saturday. I feel like it's a good opportunity. If you play bad, you can play well. If you play well, you can play well again. You know what I'm saying? Like, to kind of flush it and move on. But I feel like in that league, you kind of have to be mentally you have to have a high mental endurance to be able to stick throughout the entire season with the same kind of intensity that you have the first game. So I think that was kind of different also, for sure, the culture, the language. But I would say, man, the city I was in, Valladolid, I mean, they really welcomed me with open arms. It took me a while to kind of get comfortable, but once I got comfortable in my city, man, I love it there. So I'm going back for this next season also.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
bro.
I was,
I've got two questions for you. The first one's more of a question just as a player. Like, is
Hmm.
when you talk about the nuance of the rules, is it like that drag dribble that you're talking about where you have to like catch it? Say you're in a triple threat and you've got to like put it down before you step.
Yep.
I'm doing it virtually here, but like trying to show you
Yeah.
my hand so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, okay.
Also on the pump fakes, I had a teammate. He'd do a hezzy a lot. He's a great 3-point shooter, so he would kind of like dribble and
Mhm.
like bring the ball very close to his hands and hezzy. And they would call him for double dribble all the time. And I'm like, bro. you know. So, but I mean, they did say that, you know, if you play in the league or if you play professionally for multiple years, you kind of gain some respect with the referees. So that could have been part of it. Me and him were both rookies last year, so you know, I don't know.
100%.
Thanks.
That kind of leads me into my next question, more so from a off the court, but still on the court perspective. We talked to Andrew Orr, who was actually our first episode. Shout out to AO.
Hmm.
But he talked a lot about how some of his other imports kind of helped navigate him through the year that he was able to have, just the relationship they were able to build,
Hmm.
just the tenured and kind of knowledge they were able to give him. Could you speak a little bit more about some of the relationships you were able to build kind of off the court that helped
Yeah.
towards where you are now on the court?
I would say mine was a little different. I mean, we played in different leagues. In the league I was in, they were only allowed one import. I mean, one American per team,
Mm,
and so I don't count as an American player. I count as a Bahamian international.
mm,
So we had me and another American last year. He's you know, he was married. You know what I'm saying, with a wife. I feel like majority of the time off the court he spent with his wife. He also hung out with the team. I went to, you know, lunch with him a couple times, but for the most part, I was hanging out with my Spanish teammates, and I would say that kind of helped me a lot because they had a lot of questions about America, and I had a lot of questions about Spain, Spanish culture, you know what I'm saying, the food. So we kind of bounce ideas off each other, and I learned a ton from all of them. One of my best friends, you know, Pablo Marin, you know, Juan Garcia Abril, he's from the city of Valladolid. Pablo's from another city in Spain. Adu from the north in Barcelona. And you know, also I had some friends from other countries, one from Hungary and another one from Tunisia. And so my friend from Tunisia, that was my road dog. You know, during kind of the FIBA breaks, we would go on kind of trips together. And he's another one that would kind of he would explain to me like, Jacob, you don't want to be doing these things, or Jacob, you want to be doing these things so that people can see that, you know. So I think I had a really good team in terms of off the court, teaching me how to be a good professional. So I think I would kind of echo the same with Andrew. You know, we want to be in a good situation with good teammates that can teach you the ropes because, you know, it's gonna be different for sure. Some things are gonna be different. At the end of the day, it's basketball. I feel like though. At the end of the day,
Definitely. How's your Spanish?
yeah. See, yeah, puedo hablar más o menos bien. I can speak a little bit, bro. But like, being in America, I definitely have lost a little bit of my level. But I'm excited to go back and you know what I'm saying, get back to getting back
About
on the
be
track.
about be fluent after, I mean, 2 years there now. About be fluent by the end of this year.
Hey man, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, I'll let my teammates say it. There was kind of like a running joke. I'll be like, Pablo, bro, I know like 50% of Spanish. He's always like, bro, feet on the floor, feet on the floor. Maybe 20 or 25% Jacobo. So I'm really confident in my level, but they don't think so.
Do a
Not
lot of
yet,
people
not
speak
yet.
English in Spain? Like most of your teammates, the coaches, all of them, they most of them speak
Okay.
English.
All my teammates know English. I would say my coach usually, like, let's say he starts out usually speaking English. If he's getting kind of upset or kind of gets worked up a little bit, he's gonna switch to Spanish. But you know, if he switches to Spanish, then the assistant coach will translate. And let's say that the assistant coach's translation, you know, wasn't up to par. My other teammates will be like, bro, this is what he means, or just be like, bro, like lock in, you know.
Yeah,
So I didn't really have no problems getting anything lost in translation. I mean, I understand when he's mad. I understand, you know, when he's telling us to wake up or rebound the dang ball. So I understand more or less.
that's what's up.
That's a good balance for sure. You want to keep him where you can understand what he's saying. Is that
Exactly, exactly.
let's talk a little bit about the business side of the professional world. Obviously,
Hmm.
I shouldn't even say obviously, but this is something more I'm curious about just stepping into my first year being a professional and things like that.
Hmm.
How much does your level of play determine your status for each year coming in and out of the states, if that makes sense?
Okay, so I would say, I mean, everyone going over there their first year, they definitely did something to get to their spot. You know what I'm saying? They all had a good year, but I feel like sometimes, like the players there, they might not respect your level, or they might not. You know what I'm saying? They might have to see it first. Everyone wants to see it first. They want to see it, and then they can believe it. So I feel like you want to be able to play your game at the end of the day and then expand your game. So they're gonna bring you there for a certain reason, but whenever you're on the court, you want to be aggressive because everyone there is trying to get paid the same as you. So I feel like there's a little bit of a more selfish mentality, I would say, than college. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's basketball. I feel like you have to play your game and don't get caught up in too much of the extra stuff. Also, I would say like if you have a good game, of course you want to keep on with the same mentality. But like I said, if you have a bad game, you want to kind of flush it because I mean you don't want to. I mean you're over there, you're away from your family, you're away from your friends. Like you don't want you know what I'm saying, the basketball to necessarily determine your mood. So I mean, there's a lot of different things that I feel like I've grown on in my year. I don't know if I fully answered your question, but I would say those are some things that stuck out from answering it the best I could.
For sure. They,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Is like the like atmosphere of playing in Spain like different than playing in like I don't know Lee Arena or different gyms you played in?
Okay.
I've heard I've personally heard the fans overseas are a little more intense than in the States. They get a little more into. I've seen like videos. There's like the fires and like
hmm
and all of that, which I don't know.
I was and Vitally, bro, they didn't have the fire going on. Like my teammates, they kind of were okay. So my gym is maybe seats like 7,000, but the fans there like they don't. If you score, they're like, okay, you're supposed to score. You're professional. They
Uh,
want to see the hustle plays. They want to see the defense. They want to see like the grit and grind because that's what the city is about, is the grit and grind. So that's the kind of plays that they reward and they love to see. And I think that's why some of the fans like me in my city.
mhm.
But I would say the craziest gym that I played in, without a doubt, bro. It's oh, what's the name of the team? Morón in the south of Spain, close to where my friend Pablo is from. And the gym is like a middle school gym, bro. Maybe seats 350, 400, but they're right on the court, bro. And the gym is so small, it's like a warehouse. It's very hot. I mean, if you play, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning or the end of the season, it's very hot and the fans are going crazy the whole game. Luckily we played them there in the beginning of the season when I didn't really understand everything they were saying. But
Uh,
bro, they said they were talking about people's girlfriends, mom, they was looking stuff up, bro. Like it was wild. And we had a crazy comeback to win the game. And they kind of had, bro. They took us off the court quick because they were getting rowdy, bro. They were getting rowdy. So yeah, I think that'd be my craziest experience. But I would say the fans there, they're good, man. They're really nice. Like, even walking in the streets, man. If you get recognized, some kid might want a picture or like an autograph or something. Like, I mean, I enjoy playing in front of the fans in my city for sure.
that's like going over to Lincoln from what it sounds like. That Lincoln gym
Hey,
is small.
I never played there.
Hey,
you
but
never
it's
did? Oh, bro, that used to be. We got lucky one of my years because we got to play like over winter break. But we had one of my, I
Okay,
think my
okay.
sophomore year, we played, or freshman or sophomore year, we played during the school year. And
hmm
there's like dudes like running up and down the sidelines, like people standing on the baselines. It was,
hmm
they got the DJ going and everything.
oh yeah, bro,
Um,
they do, they do have a DJ.
when it
Hey,
comes
but
to, or I'm off my fault, Jacob.
I mean, I feel like those are the best games to play in though. Low key, bro.
Yeah,
Low key.
100%. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
100%.
Makes it so much more
That's
fun.
like kind of what we were talking about earlier. Like those games really make you show up to the moment. Like
exactly.
have all this outside noise going on, but it really helps you lock in on what's actually happening. Like I got to make this play. I got to get this stop, get this block,
hmm
whatever the case may be, so that like everybody in here can shut up.
Exactly. Exactly. Try
they
to shut
know we
these people up.
yeah. When it comes to you personally, obviously, I could tell just you're big on where your feet are type of guy. Like you want to show up to the
100%.
moment and give the best you can to this team that you're on right now. Do you ever look at your game and say, okay, I want to continue to work on this. I'll ask it in that way. I want to continue to work on this. I want to
Yeah.
continue to get better at where I am now, and where do you see in your game now that you want to continue to grow in from a personal level?
I say the number one things that I need to work on. Number one, okay, so number one, always for me is my shooting ability. I feel like if I can become a knockdown shooter, catch and shooting off the dribble, that can open up, you know what I'm saying, my lane getting to the rim. Also, I need to work on my ball handling. I'm only a 6'3", so I think some teams might need me to play point guard in my future. So I need to be able to play point guard and shooting guard effectively and switch between the two seamlessly. So with the ball handling is also being able to make reads like off the pick and roll, take care of the ball, things like that. And third, always my conditioning because not the conditioning and my body. Conditioning because you can only play hard if you're in shape. You know what I'm saying? If you're dog tired, you can't play hard just because you're not there physically. And also you're if you can't play if you're not healthy. So being able to take care of the little injuries, being in the weight room, you know what I'm saying, things like that. Those are the top three things that I'm focusing on. I have been focusing on for a little while to try to take my game to the next level. So.
100%.
Is the conditioning over there really Emmanuel was kind of talking about it before the podcast too, like, and I
Mhm.
think Andrew mentioned something too when we talked to him on our in our first episode. But is the conditioning like level you say different than like college, or is it you kind of the
Um,
same?
I wouldn't say so. I think it's just basketball at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, whenever okay, so in we play in this thing called the Spanish Cup in the beginning of the season,
Uh-huh.
and we played against two of the top teams in the league above us, and those teams definitely the conditioning level is different. I
Hmm.
could tell the way the guards were cutting off the screens, the way the bigs were screening hard and rolling every single time, the way those teams run the floor. That level is definitely different. So I think like at the highest levels in overseas basketball, 100% the conditioning level is different.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I will say also in a lot of these, at least in my league, so we have about 10 or 11 professional players, and you know what I'm saying. You might only play 20 minutes a game, 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying is a lot. Versus when I was playing at Washburn, I was used to playing like 36, 38 minutes. And when I was at Illinois Springfield, I probably had some games where I played the whole 40. So I mean, I feel like I've always been in good shape. I ran track in my past, played football in my past, so I think those also helped me in terms of you know what I'm saying my body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the like Zayd said, that was one of the biggest separators you notice from playing a guy who's in college to playing a professional, just the level at which they can approach the game at their highest
For
level
sure.
for a long amount of time. I meant to joke like long periodically time, like literally like
Mhm.
you can see that this guy's like you said the cuts that they make, the ability to screen and roll consistently um, at the same speed over the course of the game for guys who
Mhm.
are playing 40 minutes. You know that is that's very impressive, and it's admirable to want to get to. I guess my final question is for you, like when you see that, do you ever get to a point of where it's like, all right, this is very obtainable. Like this is
Mhm.
something that's I see this, but it's not like it's not far out of reach, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In terms of like you say you may play 20 minutes, but it's like getting to playing 40 minutes is not very much. It's not very far out of reach. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I would say, in terms of like not being far out of reach, I would say this past summer, the TBT, that's given me a lot of confidence because
Hmm.
I was playing against all players that play at a higher level than I do, first of all. Also, whenever we played those two teams last season in Spain, I didn't think I was, I felt like I belonged on the court. I felt like I was, making plays out there, offensive and defensive and hustle plays and stuff. So I feel like there's certain times whenever I play against players that are, at a higher level and I feel like I belong. And so that kind of it gives me good confidence and it kind of tells me I'm on the right direction. I just got to keep going, keep going. A couple more, you know what I'm saying? I just try to every single day get better. If I'm getting better every single day at the end of, you know what I'm saying, this journey, I think I'll be where I deserve to be at. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess we'll see where I end up.
Definitely. You mentioned the TBT. This was year two of doing that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're too.
Kind of talk on how that came about. I mean, obviously being a Washburn guy, probably 2 years
Yeah.
ago, you weren't thinking like, damn, I'm gonna be representing the KU alumni team. So
Yeah.
how did all this, come about?
Bro, last summer, I'm pretty sure Ballard texted me, and it was like some deal where he texted me, and I was like doing something, and I wasn't on my phone, and I look at my phone, I'm like, oh my goodness, Ballard texted me, do you want to play for the KU alumni team in the TBT? I'm like, I didn't respond, and I was like, yes, 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 like I want to do it. And so Ballard got me in touch, some of the general managers and the coaches on the team, and they kind of talked to me about like what the situation would be like. And I think last year, I mean, Sharon Collins, man, he gives me a lot of confidence, man. Every time I'm on the court, he's always like, Jacob, be you. Jacob, be a dog. Jacob, we need you to be aggressive. So I think he gives me a lot of confidence. And also, Tyshawn Taylor, man, he always is telling me, you know, he's like, he's always telling me just make the right play. You know what I'm saying? Be smart. Like also the same thing as Sharon, be you. So those guys give me a lot of confidence to play how I play. And I think last summer, I played. I was on the team, but I wasn't playing like Jacob. I feel like this year, for whatever reason, I think I was able to, you know what I'm saying, play more play more my style. I think I watched the games back kind of recently. I don't think I played my best, but I think I was able to compete out there and you know what I'm saying, put my stamp on the game. So I think I'm happy with the way I played, and I'm excited to get over to Chile, Uruguay, and the Bahamas for this FIBA Cup, and also in Spain to continue trying to, you know what I'm saying, grow my game and just continue making the next steps.
Definitely, 100%. I think seeing you out there playing and especially this year, I think last year watching you with Jayhawks hoops, like the energy you had kind of brought some people were like, oh, like this dude can kind of get up, he can kind of go a little bit. But this year, you definitely kind of stamped your name into the to the TBT realm of like, nah, this is one of our guys. This is definitely one of KU's guys who can get up and down. He's
Hmm.
competitive. He wants to be out here. He wants to play. And I'll say the same for Aura too. Like these are two young guys who want to play basketball. Like they want to play
Facts.
at a high level, and I think that having that competitiveness is definitely something that Jayhawks hoops needed. You kind of get to a point of like, I don't know, I don't want to say you get some cool guys, but like you get a little bit older in the game. You're just trying to
Yeah.
kind of get a feel for things. Just get a couple jumpers up. But you guys definitely challenge some of those guys to level in and want to play hard and stuff like that.
I,
Um,
I think I think also, I mean, like they have, you know, Zeke Mayo, who's like kind of, you know, he's on the edge of being an NBA guy. Frank Mason, who was National Player of the Year. Whenever we play other teams, I don't know if this is, you know, fact or not. This is just, you know, my thought. They say they see those two guys and they want to, you know, make a point. Okay, I'm gonna play hard against them every single time I'm playing. They see Jacob Hanna, they're like, who is this? So I think whenever I play my best and I play aggressive and I'm involved in the game, it can take a little bit of pressure off of those guys. So in my eyes, I'm just doing my job, you know what I'm saying? Making their lives easier for them and you know what I'm saying, playing how I know I can play. So
Yeah, 100%. I was talking I don't know, I think it was Andrew. I was talking to Andrew the other day and talking
mhm.
about like I was just like, damn, like that overall, that was just probably just a crazy experience. I mean, you guys were one game away from, you know,
2 mil,
touching that
bro.
touching that 2 million, you know what I mean?
I'll rub it in for
Yeah.
you. Yeah, why don't you rub it in then?
Nah, I mean, yeah,
Rub it in, Jeff.
I mean, hey, that Kentucky
Yeah.
team is tough. That was a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it
beatable,
didn't help.
beatable, but good. They were a good squad.
they were.
Bro, so we played in Wichita. We slept in Wichita. The next day, I drove from Wichita to Lawrence at like 5, 4. We leave at 5 or 4 p.m. and
Uh-huh.
get to Lexington, Kentucky, 6 a.m. Have shoot around at 10, play at 7.
That's crazy. Yeah, no,
Bro, I mean, it was just like I feel like the schedule, bro. I think TBT maybe could have done a better job, either you know, moving the game back a day, or I mean, we needed literally a private jet to take us to Lexington, bro, to like be properly rested for the game. So I mean, it's difficult, like you said, to get so close and to come up short, but at the end of the day, man, that was a great ride. You know, I can't really complain too much.
yeah,
Man, that's unfortunately, but fortunately the lifestyle. Like you got
Yeah,
you got to get up, put your stuff in the bag, and get it going. Get off the bus
for
and
sure.
stretch it up. Get these shots off. Take a little bit of
no,
Hmm.
time
that
to rest.
bus thing too is
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
you can always
I
sleep
mean,
so good on the bus.
yeah, you can only sleep so good on the bus,
You get
bro.
about
I mean,
30,
it's a
30
long trip,
minutes, 30
bro.
minutes on your right shoulder where you feel like you've been asleep for hours. You like, damn, I've only
Exactly,
been asleep for 30 minutes. Okay.
bro. But I mean, it was cool. But I had never even been to Lexington, Kentucky, bro. We got to, you know, I mean, play against some former NBA guys. You know what I'm saying? Good bump, bro. Good bump.
Mhm.
But I mean, I wish that we would have seen the full Jayhawks team rested versus the Kentucky team. I think it would have been a better game.
Yeah,
So
100% agree. But honestly, yeah, it looks like a pretty dope experience overall. You guys were obviously kind of, we don't got to talk about it all, but you're, in the limelight of, getting to play Michael Beasley and some other stuff. So it seemed like a
true.
pretty, I was seeing you guys were on my Twitter feed. You guys are coming across.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
So,
Yep. It was a lot of fun, bro.
yeah,
I hope next year. I hope Frank plays next year, man. I think we can put another run together, bro. I
Definitely.
mean, Marcus Garrett had to leave early. Maybe if Marcus stays, you know what I'm saying. So you know, I think we're right there, bro. I think that KU team is right there.
I
was
would
this
I
year a
would
different
agree.
format? My bad, E. Go ahead.
I would just say I would agree. I think the this year's KU team definitely made a lot of noise for teams around the TBT for a team to watch out for in the
Hmm.
coming years. It
Sure.
just depending on how they shape the roster each year is like this is a team that definitely to be taken seriously for sure.
100%.
And if you're a KU fan, like you have something to be proud of for an alumni team. You know,
Facts.
they're putting together a good roster each year, past couple years for sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
I heard Jacob Hand doesn't got to pay for a drink again in Lawrence, Kansas. That's just what I saw. That's just what I
Hey,
saw.
hey, I did see that tweet out there, bro. I've yet to put it to the test, bro. But hopefully they don't forget about it. Hopefully they don't forget about it.
No, that's dope. This year was a different like format though than the
Yeah.
previous year because they like it was weird. You guys did a 3 game series against K
Yep. Yep.
State, and it was like seemed like they did like rivalry games
hmm
almost, and then they put all the other teams on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I think TBT in the past they would make the bracket to where like, okay, we want Wichita State to play KU here. You know what I'm saying? They would make the bracket to kind of shape up possibly to be a certain way. I
Uh-huh.
think this year they were like, you know what, screw it. This is the game that people want to see. Let's give it to the people. So you know what I'm saying? We played K State the first round. Kentucky played Louisville the first round. So it was some, you know what I'm saying, some good matchups, some good fans. Lee Arena was close to sold out. I think Rupp Arena, not Rupp, but they were playing in like the volleyball and the women's basketball gym. They had some great crowds in Kentucky also. So I mean, I think it was a good idea.
Yeah,
It's
no,
definitely
it was
games
fun to
people wanted to
watch.
see for sure.
hmm
Mm.
Yep.
But so basically finished up with the TBT this summer, and then kind of touch on. You see how you got some other motion going on basketball wise. You mentioned you're going to Uruguay here
Yes, sir.
soon. You got any? I don't know. Do you have anything else to that extent? You mentioned the Bahamas too. Are you doing stuff with the national team for them as
Yeah.
well?
So
I guess that's
so
the same thing, but you know what I
yeah.
meant.
Okay. So the Bahamas, we're trying to qualify for the World Cup in basketball in December 27th.
Mhm.
So these two games, one against Uruguay and one against Panama in the Bahamas, we absolutely have to win. So, you know what I'm saying? We win those games, we move on to, you know what I'm saying, to the next round. Then there's gonna be two more windows. We're gonna play two games in each windows. We have to win two of those four games, and then I'm pretty sure we qualify for the World Cup. And this is all, you know what I'm saying, leading up to the Olympics in 2028, which I would say is one of my biggest goals. Like if I were to get to play in the Olympics in Los Angeles with the Bahamas team, bro, like that's just something like, you can't even write a story like that. So I mean, I'm focused on that right now. I think I'm every single day, like I said, I'm trying to get better, trying to work on my game to where I can be ready. If they call my name, I'll be ready. So you know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
a great
no,
attitude to have,
for
bro. For sure.
100%. And this will all be in the next. You said you leave like August 19th, so we're somewhere
Yes,
around.
sir.
This will all be
Yeah.
like qualify for the World Cup. Will this all be in that time period you're going, or is it just the two first games right now?
Okay, so August 19th, I leave and go to Chile. We play an exhibition against Chile, and then we go to Uruguay. Then that's the real game. And
Hmm.
then after Uruguay, we go to back to the Bahamas. We play against Panama, real game. And then they're gonna fly me to the Bahamas. Oh no, to Spain, and then I'll play my season. And then you know what I'm saying, during the season they have different they call it FIBA breaks. And
Uh,
this is whenever players that represent their country are able to go and you know what I'm saying, travel to wherever and represent their country in these games. So
Facts. Interesting. So yes, is it like damn near just like a pick like hoopers just go on a hoop? Like you guys only have like two practices before you guys
yeah.
kind of go to these games. Like you're playing. You said you play the exhibition against Chile, uh, pretty fast.
I mean, the thing is though, I mean, the Bahamas they had two games, I think in July. So they had like they've a lot of these guys have played together. I haven't played with them, but a lot of those guys have played together. They want me to go there and you know what I'm saying, be a dog on defense, you know what I'm saying, give them some energy. So shoot, I said I can do that for y'all for sure.
Yeah, no, that's transferable to any type of game.
Yeah.
This
But
schedule that you got going on, bro, it's definitely a packed schedule, but it speaks to the fruit of your labor. It's definitely a blessing
100%.
to be able to be in the position you are, to be able to represent your upbringing, be able to represent your family, just using basketball, the tool that it is, but using it to just navigate the life that you're aspiring to live and are living right now. I want to ask, like, with this downtime, like, you got about 10 or so days, 9 or so days before you head out. Like, how do you
Mhm.
kind of spend your downtime? Obviously, working out,
Mhm.
keeping your body in shape is something you touched on earlier. But like, just when you're not in the gym or when you're not, staying active and things like that. How you spending your downtime?
I mean, I try to be with my family and my friends a lot. I mean, I'm gonna go see Coach Ballard in a couple days and work out in Topeka. My grandma, she's 95. She was at the Wichita State TVT game actually, so she just lives on the other side of town in Wichita. I go hang out with her. My little brother, he's gonna be in town until he goes to college, so I don't get to see him too much. So, like I said, I like to be with my family and my friends, and then be in the gym. I mean, that's my job right now, so. I try to stay focused for the most part. I mean, I like to have fun. You guys might know that,
Yeah,
but
but
I try to stay focused. For
yeah.
the most part.
That's fair.
Work's
Do you
always
feel
done
like
before the fun.
Betty? Go ahead.
I was gonna say work's always done before the fun.
Exactly, exactly.
Definitely. I was talking about this with like E earlier, like coming into like in high school, like I feel like I was always like in the gym, like for long periods of time too. Like I would go there and be there for like 2 to 4 hours, like just at the gym
Hmm.
working. But I feel like once I got to college, like maybe I'll be honest, my junior year I didn't put in as much, time. But
Yeah,
but at least like my freshman year, like that was
Yeah,
like a
we
big
said
transition to me, like going from like being in the gym all the time to like now you have to be like more intentional about your
facts.
workouts and like getting in and out. My
Hmm.
question like now like is that something you notice now, especially being a pro player, you're a lot more intentional with your workouts. Like you're getting to the gym, you're in and
Yep,
out, you get in, get your work in an hour, then you're out of there taking care of your body, stretch for 30 minutes, and then that's you feel like you're a lot more intentional though now.
bro. 100%. Like my routine, for example, like wake up, get some food, bro. I live like 5 minutes from the YMCA.
Uh-huh.
Go to the YMCA. I stretch, lift, shoot sometimes, come back home, and then I might go shoot one or two times in the rest of those days. So I try to break my stuff up. Instead of being in there for like you said, like 2 to 4 hours, I might be in there like 2 hours and then an hour and then an hour or like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I break it up so you know what I'm saying I have time to rest and I have time to do other things because I gotta do a little bit of adulting now too, bro. So
Yeah.
I can't just but like I try to be intentional exactly like you said. That's a great word for that.
Yeah. I definitely seems to make a difference. I feel like it makes it like you can be a hooper and take care of your business, but also like you said, you're getting to enjoy your family time over break. You're getting to be around friends, go out and do stuff. So I think it makes a big difference.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. All I do is try my hardest, man. Like I said, I try to, what I'm saying, get better every day, 1% better every day, and then shoot, I let the leaves rest where they may.
Yeah.
I wish
Shout Wichita, Kansas, by the way. Shout Wichita. I was up in your city this summer. Shout
Come
out.
on, bro. Hey, it's not so bad. It's not so
I
bad.
just
It's
saw,
chill.
bro. Yeah, it's cool. I feel like the restaurant scene and like the food scene might be a little, better than Kansas City.
What? Okay, okay.
We don't got
Downtown is
we
smooth.
don't got the Mediterranean.
just
We don't
be
got the
saying
Mediterranean.
stuff, bro. You talk about
Hey,
the food better. Come on now.
Zayd, I should have put you on, bro. There's just one place, bro. Giorgio's barbecue, bro. My grandma loved it right by her house, bro.
Is it
Probably some
fire?
of the best soul food, bro. Soul food, bro. I'm telling you, good for the
Okay.
soul.
I might have to go. I'll be out there some next summer. I'm transferring like the Kansas City, but I'll still be out. I have to go out there for some stuff.
I'm
So
gonna type it up for you. Just remind me. I send it right to you.
yeah, no, I'm down for that. That'd be tough.
Y'all boys need to come down here and try Peachtree, man.
Oh, I'm
Peachtree,
down.
Peachtree's where it's at. If you want some good soul food, downtown Kansas City got the Peachtree. That's where it's
I need
at.
to lock in. I
That's
need to lock in.
Jacob. Obviously, I don't know if you're familiar, but we got a partnership going with the Class 1% right now. We want to get you a hoodie
Okay.
sent out. We're trying to figure that out right now. We want to get you a hoodie sent out if possible.
Hey man, that works for me, bro. I'm always down. I'll rep it too. I'll put it on my story or whatever. So that
Um,
works
Yeah,
for me.
no, I have it.
we're,
I have it at my house right now. So if you're, I don't know, are you gonna be in Kansas City at all anytime soon? I used
Bro,
to be in
I'm
Topeka.
finna exactly. I'm gonna be in Topeka, I think Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday morning.
Okay, I'll be
But
back. I'll be
that's
back.
a short drive, bro.
Yeah,
That's a short drive.
I'll be
I'll
back
go. I'll pull
on
up to you.
Thursday,
Okay, okay.
so I can meet you on Thursday if you want with your hoodie.
That's smooth. We can take a flick for the podcast too.
Facts, yeah, 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 well, for
click
sure.
up, boys.
Yeah, no, we will.
That'll
Yep.
be
Uh,
dope for sure.
but yeah, man, I think it's about all we won't take up too much more of your time.
Yeah,
But
that's good for me, bro. It was nice having a conversation with y'all, bro. Thanks for having me on, bro. I hope I answered all y'all questions. Sometimes I'll be getting sidetracked.
nah, yeah, no, you did a good
This is
job.
this
It's
is
fun
this
to
is a this is a good conversation for sure.
yeah, no, it was fun to kind of hear about. Obviously, I knew you at Washburn, but kind of hear your life before Washburn, kind of what got you there, and then what you got going on now. So
Yeah, true.
it's a good way
I
for
feel like
us.
it's been
Yeah,
a crazy, bro. I feel like most people start playing basketball younger than me, bro, for sure.
yeah. I was
But I
born.
think when you look at like really developing in the game, like you don't really hit that stride of development until like your ninth grade, sophomore year of high
Facts.
school, where you can really start to see like, all right, this is how this guy's starting to develop, or this kid's kind of falling off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure Zayd can think of a lot of names in the Kansas City area where like we had a lot of dudes who were really good in middle school, really good in elementary school, and then just kind of started to kind of flatline, and you'd see some of the guys kind of rise up a little bit as the years went on.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can kind of tell with how people play the game in college too, like who were some of those real stock risers, young and then kind of flatline and stuff like that. But yeah.
True. True.
I was talking to someone the other day. I was talking about maybe over winter. I don't know. Do you stay in Spain during winter break?
Bro, I might come home for either Christmas or Thanksgiving. I'm not sure, but if I have to go with the Bahamas team, bro, then I have to go with them, you know?
Yeah. I might find a time. Obviously I get like a 6 week break over winter break now, which is crazy. I've
Yeah.
never had that. I'm used to having like a week or two off, with hoops and everything.
6 weeks is love.
But I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I was about to say it's
maybe
love.
I'll hit a little world tour over winter break and just hit all the boys up in Europe, and because like once you get to Europe, I feel like it's pretty cheap. So just
Yeah, yeah, to travel.
yeah, just get a ticket out there and I don't know, stop by like hit Emmanuel in Lithuania, stop by you in Spain, hit AO in Austria.
Zayd, my teammates in Spain would love to, bro, get to know you. They ask you so many questions, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro, I'm so down for it. I would definitely do that. As long as you just got a place, you got like a couch or something I could sleep on. I mean, I could probably
Oh,
pay.
you got a spot? You got a spot?
They do a good job from my understanding, Jacob. They do a good job of like accommodating the imports and the players from
Facts.
America with like places and things like that. So
Hey, and you can always complain too, bro. If it's not good, bro, you can complain, bro. 100%. Just be like, look, if you want me to play well, I need to be able to sleep well, or I need this and this, and they'll, you know what I'm saying? They'll try their best.
yeah,
That'll be
that's
tough.
gonna be a little difficult.
I'm gonna follow up on that. And yeah,
Hey,
I'll get
bro,
scheduled soon, but like maybe in like October or something, I might hit you up and see.
you got a spot, bro. You got a spot in Valladolid, bro. Waiting on you.
Yeah, it'll be tough to kind of get experience there. And then I'll come see you in Lithuania too while I'm there.
Come up to northwestern Europe where it's real cold.
Yeah, pack your coat, bro. Hey, Valladolid be cold too, though. Pack your coat.
Facts, yo. Need to put on that woo coat.
Oh.
Need to throw on that woo coat,
The woo coat.
Hey, the Wuko, that can get you through some cold days.
bro.
That
That
can
thing
Hey,
is warm.
but bro, be putting in work, bro.
It does.
facts. Hey, you missed like our freshman year. The Wuko was like damn near like a 3/4 long coat. That shit was like a.
Bro, it was
It
a
was.
Like a parka.
yeah. We
Oh,
had a
bro, it
whole
was
party,
huge.
bro. Jacob, I just got a couple more questions for you before we close it up here. If you could tell your 18-year-old self just something now, a piece of advice or just a word of encouragement from the way you see life now, what would you say? What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
I would say just, I mean, make the most out of your experiences. I mean, don't be dumb at the same time, but like, just try to make the most out of it because you're only going to be 18 once, 23 once, 30 once, you know? And, you don't get to go back and experience things twice. So I would just always say, man, just try to make the most out of every experience because, you never know what's going to happen in the future. So,
100%. And like just
yep,
like in general, like I kind of noticed that too. So I don't mean to keep extending the conversation,
you're good.
but just in general, like yeah, you don't really realize like right now is like the good times. You know what I mean? Like I kind of noticed that like once I got out of like college, it's like damn,
Hmm.
like that was really like our junior year of college when we were, hooping, being in teams and going out after like those were like the good times, bro. And
Facts. The
like
list goes
like
probably know my name still.
oh yeah, no, definitely. And like team
Shout out to shout out to Drew, man.
The list goes.
Shout
Facts,
out to
facts,
Drew over there, man.
sh-
A
shout
good
out, but
guy.
even just like T-Rail or like just stuff like that.
facts,
Stuff like that. You don't really
facts.
realize like till you're out of it. But just for you guys too. I mean, you're going to play both playing overseas now, so it's obviously super fun too. But you don't really realize like these are like the good times in your 20s, and
100%.
so it's definitely important just to enjoy it as much as possible.
True. Less responsibility right now, man.
Yeah, bro. I can't even think about having like little Zades running around.
Come on now.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Bro, I mean, seriously though, I mean that's a whole nother commitment, which is it's obviously a gift and super.
100% a
You don't
blessing,
understand it
bro.
now, but it seems like everyone talked to says like fatherhood's like one of the greatest
The
things.
best thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the conversation for part two of Jacob Hanna on the Easy Convo. We can
Yes,
talk
man.
True,
Well,
true. Part two, part two. We can get into that later.
the aspirations of fatherhood in the next chapter.
Thanks.
Um, Jacob, we ask every guest that comes onto the Easy Convo if you could see one person within reach. I want to put that within reach on there because we've had a couple crazy pools when we ask this question. We've heard Shannon Sharp,
Yeah.
you know, Lil Wayne and whatnot, which are all great aspirations. We definitely shoot big at the Easy Combo, but like if you could see someone on this podcast within reason, that you would maybe want to listen to or um,
hmm
something like that, who would you want to see on the Easy Combo?
Shoot, I mean, I mean, if you guys could get like another, I like listening to basketball players tell stories, bro. So, I mean, I feel like, bro, Zeke Mayo, bro, that's a good one, bro. KU from Lawrence,
Yeah,
from the area, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know his story too much, so I mean, maybe Zeke or I don't know. I feel like that's a good one, bro. I'll go with Zeke.
Definitely. We we'll
noted.
keep that in the mind for sure.
Shoot, maybe Kyan too. I don't know if y'all closer with him, but maybe Kyan, bro. I
Yeah,
don't really know him too much, but I know the name.
we had Kai on a couple episodes back in season
Okay,
one.
okay.
We had him on
Yeah, listen to
season.
the full episode already.
My bad, bro.
If
My
you
bad,
get
bro.
the
I've been
Fake
chance,
fake fan. Nah, I'm
go
playing.
tap in, gang. Go tap in. It was a great conversation for sure.
I'm into.
Yeah, Kai was a good episode.
There we go. I need to lock in. Y'all gave me some homework.
While you're on the
Nice.
plane, while you're in the car, while you're on the bus,
Facts. I got time.
easy convo.
Coming up with this travel. I got time for y'all.
Sure.
Thanks. Shit, man. I think that's all we got today. We obviously appreciate you taking time and coming on talking to with us today. It's always good to
Yes,
hear from.
sir.
Always good to hear from you. Hear what you got going on. So
Yes, sir, bro.
we'll definitely stay.
Nice talking with y'all, man. And best of luck, bro. Everything y'all got going on, bro. Always nice to talk with y'all, man.
Yeah.
All love from me. All love, always.
It's
Thanks,
always
bro.
great vibes when Jacob Hanna's in the room for sure. I can attest to
Thank you,
that.
bro.
Every time Jacob pulls up, or every time I pulled up and I seen Jacob, he's always like, "Oh, what's good, bro? What's good?" Big dap up, huge smile. So I love it,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We appreciate you for
Gotta
sure.
show love, bro.
And
Yes, sir.
we'll be popped out. We'll be popped out next summer. We'll be
Say
out.
that.
We'll be back.
I'm gonna see y'all around for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, man, that's all we got. Sorry about the little mishap at the beginning. Probably had to
Hey,
tune
it's all
her
good, bro.
out. Just mixed up the Jacobs, but
Yeah.
it was a good conversation overall. And for everyone listening, make sure you like, comment, share. Jacob, we appreciate you. And everyone else, we'll
Yep.
see you guys next time.
There we go. Later, y'all.
See you, bro.
Appreciate it, Jacob.